Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? As usual, depending on your answer, I'm incredibly happy or incredibly sad to hear that. Anywho, we are going to start today's episode by brewing a few potions from Botania. This one is speed, and the other one is night vision. I want to be able to charge my items wirelessly, and for that we're going to use power, and therefore we're going to need an aerial pearl. Also, I believe there was a card. Yep. In my personal opinion, there's only one dimension, but how would you know? There are different rings. Also, the speed is for the tunnel, so that we walk faster. I don't think there's a very high chance of getting an Enderman, is there? Probably not. Yeah, I didn't see anything on the map. It's okay, we will go to the end. Oh, there's one in front of us. Okay, is it like down there? This is why we have night vision. Oh, actually he was right here. I found him. So you, kind sir, come with me. We just need to find a zombie. That's it. For some reason it was much more difficult to find a zombie than an Enderman, but I removed a few torches. We got 2, but we are done. We can go home. So, player transmitter, starter, the basic, hardened, blazing, niotic, spirited, and obviously nitro. So you can go over there so that you would get some power. We link you, and the card also goes in. Obviously, you would be able to also use flux networks, just in case somebody wants to mention that. Because literally every single time that I use power, somebody tells me that, Lash, you're being stupid. You should use flux networks. Which for me, sometimes it sounds very weird because my entire infrastructure is made out of power, so why would you have something which is incompatible? Anywho, now that we have the atomic disassembler, we don't have to carry so many garbage. This is modded Minecraft, the less garbage you carry, the better. We still have too much garbage. Now that we have the atomic disassembler, what is the rest of the plan? Very good question. Today is going to be the day of improvements. Meaning that I have to upgrade every single machine and make sure everything works as fast as possible. Well, that seems to be mechanism for the moment. And now everything has been fully upgraded and purple. Except these guys, but they don't have to be an ultimate factory. And as I have already mentioned in the last episode, here are 4 more nitro reactors. Well, I am assuming it's going to be enough. It's 144 blocks. Yeah. I'm very sorry, my dearest direwolf, but we don't need the charger. Also, I have upgraded our rods into nitro, so we don't need these guys as well. How do we do it so that cables are not visible? Screw that, we're rich. Let's make a bunch of ender cells. It's just that I kind of forgot that you need to have the rods in order to make the cells, and I removed it before making the cells. Yeah, I like that one. This is nice. We also need to start auto-feeding the reactors because at this very moment I have to put the fuel manually. So we need to have a cable all the way to our controller. Oh, that was a magnum torch. A bit important. At first I wanted to do some P2P tunnels, but I don't think we need that over here because any expansion to our applied energy stick system is really not going to be that way. This way leads to the chickens and the mob farms, and it doesn't really fit the theme. So instead we're just going to use export buses. I think you should be able to feed them from the bottom because it looks exactly the same as the one which is on the top. In each one of the export buses we're going to need a crafting card and a capacity card. You know, so that we can export everything. And of course some acceleration cards so that we export things faster. Oh, and before we start hooking up everything to our applied energy stick system, let us give them some water. It's only 8 export buses, so 1 cable should do. Yeah. This is what I wanted. Perfect. I have also ordered 10 nitro energy cells so that we would be able to have a bigger power buffer, which is now 28 billion. I just love how fast it's filling up. If I'm not wrong, we are generating somewhere close to 4 million RF, so that's actually good. Yeah, exactly, 3.8 million. Ew, I missed one. Judging by the fact that how slow our CPUs are, I think our next order of business should be the CPUs. After we get the diamond upgrade for the drawers. The molecular assemblers are going to need some upgrades, that is very true, but in order to craft faster, you're going to need co-processors. Because at this very moment, it's just doing one job at a time. We need it to do more. Way more. For the moment, let us order, I don't know, 40 of them? I made the diamond upgrades for the chicken area because as you might notice, we are only holding 50,000 of each item. Almost. Since I want to use some of them for EMC, I think we're going to need way more. We have a smithing table, that is good. Yeah, we are getting extra ones. So where do we want to set up the processors? Here? We can do that. While everything is being crafted, let us see if we can get some skystone. Hopefully. We also have to start fixing create because this is not great. We got 3. Can you make an extra depot and, you know, do it twice? If it does that, it would be really nice. Oh, it does. Yeah, we got 9. That's it. You know, it took such a long time in order to craft these CPUs that I think what we're going to do is that we're going to make a buffer for processors. It's not really the correct way of doing that, you have to use level emitters, but this also works. We just order it to export. Exactly, and we do have a storage bus over here which can read it. Anyways, we're going to have 8 CPUs for the moment. So each one of them is going to get 3 of the 64K crafting storage. And to be very honest with you, I think for this mod pack, this is already an overkill. If not, we would be able to upgrade them, don't you worry. So another problem is that we need to have some sort of a material which we can use as EMC. At first I wanted to go with netherite, but blocks of emerald are much faster. I have been breeding some emerald chickens in order to improve production. So far we only have 2. I mean, we have 2 stacks who are breeding. This is why it's empty. Cause once in a while I need weird things, like wheat. But I don't really want to have a farm for wheat. And you also have EMC. Everything has EMC. Well, this is how fast we are getting emeralds with 2 sets of chickens. It's not the worst. But I have added 4 more, so it's going to be incredibly fast. For getting the items in bulk, which do have EMC, I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this section. We need to use some cable anchors so that the cables are not going to be messed up. 3 energy condensers like so. And the rest we have to do from the bottom. So 3 export buses, and we want them to export blocks of emerald. Yeah, exactly like that. It's gonna be faster, don't you worry. Then maybe import buses to import the items back into our system. Just for symmetry purposes, we shall also cover them with facades. Oh, we need more. So for example, now if I want to start decorating the base and I need some archwood, that's what I have to do. And that's probably more than enough. And I also forgot the speed upgrades for the import buses. Can I also get moss? Ooh, more perfection. So let me clean this place up and I'll be right back. Actually, just before we go, if I order 20 nitro energy cells, oh my goodness, you need 25,000 iron. Well, let us see how fast it's going to be. Yeah, this is like way better. Way better. You see how many jobs it's doing at the same time? That's what I wanted. I seriously think there's literally nothing more it can do. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing. Cool. Okay, I have been working a bit around the base. I mainly worked on the corridor so that we don't really have to walk through stone. And yes, I do admit it's a bit purple, but it's fine. I like it. The machine rooms are not really finished. I have not set up all the patterns. What the hell are you doing? Blaze rods. Okay. What I meant to say was that this is why I haven't covered them. But the energizing orbs were already done, so I was like, yeah, let's cover it. So now let us get to the good stuff. The extreme crafting table. I have probably made too many because we just need the one. Okay. We also need a few crystal matrices. Oh, and by the way, the theme of the control room is a bit different than the rest of the base, so I had to install a blast door, so that we can separate them.
All hail darkness, welcome my lord.
Thank you. I think that's the entire recipe, right? Yep, probably. Applied Energistics is great, it gives you notifications. Yes, dire crafting table. I don't know why I say dire crafting table, extreme crafting table. The most annoying part is that every time you have to open the door.
All hail darkness, welcome my lord.
So yeah, and I know what you're thinking. Why the hell do we need an extreme crafting table? Amazing question. One of the things that we need in very large quantities and it's going to take millions of years to get ready is Neutronium. Cause you get a pile, you need 9 in order to get a nugget, and you need 9 nuggets in order to make an ingot. And you might notice sometimes we even need the blocks, so yeah. It's not cheap. Long story short, in order to get a pile of neutron, what we need is a neutron collector. And well, this is the recipe. Extreme crafting. But then again, we always need the one. Nothing more than that. I didn't really check the recipe, I just took 1 stack of everything. Can we craft 1? We can craft 3. Awesome. But this is something which has EMC, so thankfully we can make a bunch. How many did I make? 109. Also, as usual, we are not going to use any type of tick acceleration. This is why we need a ton of them. How long does it take? Oh my goodness. When I say oh my goodness, it's not just because it's extremely slow. It's mainly because we need to install 100 of them and each one of them needs a pipe connection. So this is our machine area. We need a 3-block gap and then we dig. Or maybe we just put them in the center. Yeah, it's not like we have that many choices. Those ton of machines are just 27. That should be 54. And that should be 45 on each side. 19 total. That's a good number. Did we get a neutron? No. I just wanted to mention that the only thing I miss in my life are Ender IO conduits. Although it seems we can cheat with a wand. Makes it a bit faster. Also, do piles of neutron have any uses? Uh-oh. But you can convert it from the nuggets. Okay, then that's fine. Because I want to be able to send everything into a crafter from RF tools, and well, if we need the neutron and you can't get it from the nugget, then that would have been a problem. We got our first pile of neutron. Anyways, here is a crafter. We give you power, and we just have to set the patterns. So we get the nuggets, you don't want to work, and then we just convert it into ingots. We just got one. But do you see why I say it's incredibly slow? Because we just got one ingot and one nugget. And that's because we have 90 of them. And one thing that you should remember is that we need a pile, we need a nugget, and we need an ingot per each infinity catalyst. And we do need quite a bit more neutronium ingots and infinity catalysts just to make one infinity ingot. And we need so many infinity ingots, that's crazy. But over time it should be fine, don't you worry. We started it early, just the one. I think last time that we were playing StoneBlock, this either had a seed or it had EMC. This time it doesn't. I'm not really going to say it has been a while, but it's been a decent amount of time and we only got 2 ingots. So maybe we're going to need 90 more? I don't know. I mean, it wasn't that horrifying. Let's set up 90 more. Yeah, 180 should do the job. I just need to do the piping. Wiring took a bit of time, but we have 180 neutron collectors. That's a decent number. But again, we have only like 5 ingots. That's it. It's okay. We will wait for one episode and see how it goes. Also, I was thinking maybe we should extend the range of the wireless crafting terminal. And I found an infinity booster card. Honestly, I had no idea that is a thing. And also, I have no idea why it is so cheap. So does it go here? Let us see if it's infinite. It is. Nice. So now that we have access to some neutronium, I was thinking, let us change our diet to cosmic meatballs. Thank you for the notification. It's not just for fun, we have to do this anyways. Thank you for the notification. I love you, AE2. Well, we can go with thermal expansion or we can go with marine fissure from industrial foregoing. And I think we go with industrial foregoing because that is going to be much more useful later on. I just think, I'm not sure. Isn't this like a quest? Where does it start? I made it. I haven't made it, I just made the casing. So, fluid extractors. And you guys probably already know the drill, we need a bucket of latex. Oh my goodness, you're slow. Let us go with acacia, that's much faster. Yeah, it does have EMC, so we should be good. Give me back my oak. Work on acacia. And also in the meantime, give me some acacia. Well, we can give it power so that it would go faster, I guess. Is it gonna be like super fast? Not really. Oh yeah, actually it is. Holy. You know, industrial foregoing is something that we have to do eventually, but I just remembered something. I got a wandering trader and he sold me a bucket of tropical fish. So I think here's what we're going to do. We're gonna get the fish. You know, kill it. The fish has EMC.
All hail darkness, welcome my lord.
Then we shall go to our Botania area and drop the fish. So we get pufferfish. Pufferfish gives us cod. And I think cod gives you salmon? Yes, we have all the fish. We just copy them. Obviously. Also, let us get our bucket of latex, thank you. And that should be our latex processing unit. If we want to have an extra small mob farm, where do we set it up? We don't have that much space, that's the thing. I guess here is fine. Also, I'm extremely sure that in the AME room we have plenty of magnum torches, but here I'm not sure. Better be safe than sorry. I need to start having a passive mob farm for the meat that we don't have for the cosmic meatballs, and I think we're going to go with nutritious chicken feed. If you give it to a chicken, you're going to get a golden egg, and if you throw it on the ground, you get delightful dirt. Also, I just realized you need more than 1 bucket, you need 4. Yes, something like that. And over here we're getting all the meat that we're going to need. We don't really need them in very large quantities because all of them have EMC and it's not going to be a problem making them. But I was like, all the mob farms have, I don't know, a drawer? Why not this one? Also yes, when you use delightful dirt, you get these guys. I got a few shards. They're very useful. Also when I was making this, some of them managed to escape, so yeah, we have a few of them running around. I don't mind, they look nice. Gives a bit of life. It's just that we desperately need to clean up this place and yeah, it's a mess. You consume a ton of power. I just realized. Obviously, the netherite upgrade was not for the meat, it's for these guys. Well, I have extra ones, why not? I think the first mob which died dropped an epic loot bag. I put a drawer, so far nothing. That's the only one. Pipe upgrade. Nice. Also, we have a few legendary ones here. I don't want to open them all at the same time because then I don't know what I'm getting. Pants. These are not very legendary. This one is nice. Not useful, but nice. Well, at least the mob farm itself gave us the opportunity to finish this corridor as well, and I'm really happy with that. You can't really go bad with stone, spruce, and leaves. It's literally the best combination in Minecraft. So if you're garbage at building like me, go with this palette. Oh, and the whole reason we did everything, we need beef, we need mutton, rabbit, pork, and chicken. I think we also need spider eyes and rotten flesh. Yes. Later on, we are going to automate this using create with this recipe that you see over here, but for the moment, I just want 1 stack.
All hail darkness, welcome my lord.
Thank you. You should always be polite to your servants. So we need the fish, cod, and salmon. I was going to say we should be good on eggs, apparently not. We have a chicken farm, but you know. Oh, and the most important thing, some Neutronium nuggets. It's a waste, I know, but I enjoy these things. Cosmic meatballs. 1 stack. So if you eat it, do you get any buffs? Strength for 12 seconds. That's fine, I guess. 12 seconds is better than 0 seconds. So wait a minute. I just discovered something very interesting. Also, the chickens are the worst. How do you turn it off? Okay, I just saw something about starbunkles and I discovered it by accident. You don't work? Oh, 5 nuggets. My bad. It's a shame that this is not the latest version of Ars Nouveau. The other one has sounds. So you stay there and deposit everything into this chest. Ah, yeah. Do you see what he's doing? He's harvesting the source berries. I really love that. This is something that I had no idea. Of course, if you drop anything, he's gonna pick it up as well, so yeah. Oh, we already had netherite scrap. Okay, my mistake. Thank you. This actually gives us an opportunity to do something fun. It's not going to be hyper efficient, but it would be fun to watch. I just need to find a place where I can make a hole. Here? Yeah, we're good. I really don't think we can go one more. Yep. I do have the drawers. We can't break them. Well, technically speaking, we can't break it, but maybe we can trim it a bit. Ah, no. This is actually the worst place of doing that because I don't have space. I'll be back. There are 400 million ways of making source in Ars Nouveau, and of course one of them is the mycelial source link. You give it food, it gives you source. And of course if you give it anything which is made from source berries, including source berries itself, it's actually going to give you a boost. So I guess you know where we're going with this, right? You come with me. The issue is that this place is incredibly dark, so let us have some light. And I'm out of berries. It's okay. With work. So if we place you down and ask you to deposit the berries here, not like that, like so, will you do that? Where are you going? I had no idea you can pathfind that far. It's going to the original chest. You stay there, clear everything, and we do this again. Can you do that? Oh, you can. Holy, it's not the best, but I like that. Let's get another one. You know, ideally you would want to have a Wixie so that you can craft a pie, but I don't have a Wixie, so what can you do? Of course, I would like to reiterate, this is not the fastest method, this is not the best method. Okay. Considering the fact that we have mob farms and they're killing mobs, there are far better ways. This is just for coolness. That's it. It doesn't really look great, but let us at least clean it up. Ideally, we would like to use this source in order to get some source germs. All we need to do is to put some amethyst inside the imbuement chamber, and that's it. It should be in range, right? I think it's in range. Maybe not. It does need tweaking and it does need automation. But for the moment, I'm really happy with this. Oh, I dropped the stone. I mean, it's not their fault. I'm dropping it. They're picking it up. How many did you pick up? You know, doing this by hand is taking too much time. Yeah. Now they're empty. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.